as you work on this border bill here, regardless of what the cost might be, and I've heard from many folks that there's an effort to try to offset most or some of this. How does that help you get the votes?
Well, we're continuing to work with Mr. Rogers at the Appropriation Committee and our border working group. Conversations have gone on all week. No decisions have been made.
There seems to be a huge gulf right now between Democrats and Republicans on how to handle this crisis. Do you have confidence that the two sides can come to some kind of agreement by the end of the month?
I would certainly hope so, but I don't have as much optimism as I'd like to have. Again, we're working with our border group. We're working with the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, trying to find some way to deal with what is a humanitarian crisis at our border, and it needs to be dealt with.
Mr. Speaker, Senator Cruz just last night gave an interview and said that he's going to demand that the DACA policy be stopped as a condition of this passing in the Senate. Hasn't said how far he'll go. But as you know, a lot of your members listen to Ted Cruz. They're very closely aligned. This has caused issues for you in the past. How much harder does it make it for you to get votes for this bill when Senator Cruz is making a demand like that?
Well, we don't have a bill yet. We're having a lot of discussions, and we're going to continue those discussions.
You're self-proclaimed the most optimistic people around. Why is your optimism now fleeting regarding the border crisis? If you could expand on that, what specifically is the reason for that?
There have just been some comments made by our colleagues across the aisle that are going to make this much more difficult to deal with. But having said that, we're going to continue these conversations and try to come to some agreement.
Which comments? The changes to the 2008 law not being acceptable, those types of comments?
Something like that.
Just to follow up on that, that has become the flashpoint in this debate, and Leader Pelosi argued that it should be done separately. Is the only way to get the money that the president wants, will Republicans only tie it to that policy change?
Again, we're having these conversations, and I don't want to lock myself in, but I don't know how you can address the problem down there without looking at the '08 law. I don't know how Congress can send more money to the border to begin to mitigate the problem if you don't do something about the '08 law that's being abused. And it is being abused.
Some have said that under the 2008 law, the administration has the authority under exceptional circumstances to make tweaks to that law. Would there be a problem, do you think, with the White House or the Homeland Security Secretary taking the action on himself and not having Congress?
That clearly is an option. I'm not familiar with how much authority they have under the 2008 law. I do know that they have the ability to take a number of steps now without Congress acting to begin to mitigate this problem, but they've not taken them. And I can't imagine our members are going to want to send more money down there without attempting to mitigate the problem at the border.